the third one is evaluation sessions. Well, speech without evaluation is just like a journey without a direction. So we don't know if we do it right or wrong. Evaluation is really important for us to know how our potential can grow better. Well, that's all about our theme today. And actually, I'm not going to be alone. I will be with someone with her team today. At As it was mentioned earlier, General Evaluator, Toastmaster Christy. Hello, Toastmaster Christy.
Yeah. Hello. So it's been a
Yeah,
while that I joined Toastmaster. So what shall I do? Yeah, I actually introduced my team. Yeah.
yeah,
Is
sure. The screen
oh
is yours.
okay. Okay. All right. Let me check the agenda first. Yeah. Sorry, it's been a while. Right. Uh. Okay. So I'm gonna call the evaluator. Yeah. Is it correct, Bu Emri? To to introduce the pitch details.
Oh no, you are going to introduce the role taker like timer and
Okay, okay.
counter, ballot counter,
Hmm.
and then
Oh, I see.
it,
Because I've seen in the agenda. Oh, hang on. It's not nothing is in there. Only general operator at 8. I'm gonna enter the meeting. Okay, okay, that's okay. All right. So, everyone, yeah. Pardon me, yeah, because it's been a while that I joined the Toastmaster, but thank you for the warm welcome. So, as a general evaluator, so I'm gonna call my team. I think it consists of grammarian, H, and WOD counter, right? Timer and also ballot counter. Am I correct? Right. So I think I'm gonna call the grammarian or yeah, the grammarian first to explain your task, please. Toastmaster Lisa, right? Is it?
Like, hello, Toastmaster Christy. And
Hi.
hello, everyone. My name is Toastmaster Liza, and today I will be your grammarian. As grammarian, I will correct the grammatical error that's spoken during our meeting today. But I'm not grammar Nazi, so let's learn together about this grammar letter, and I will share the report at the end of the meeting with the other team. I think that's all my role today. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Toastmaster Lisa. So and yeah, we are also learning in here. Yeah, yeah, nobody's perfect, but I think when you join Toastmaster clubs, I believe that we learn English together and we practice by doing. Okay, and then thank you for the grammarian, Toastmaster Lisa, and we're going into the next role, which is H and WOD counter, Toastmaster Sasa from UI Toastmaster Club.
Okay. Am I audible and visible?
Yes, you are.
Okay. Good evening, fellow Toastmaster and guest. My role today is as the accounter, and I also serve as the word of the day counter. As the accounter, my job is to listen carefully and note word and sound used as scratch or pause filler. This may include word like and, but, so, as well as sound like and I will also observe when a speaker repeat word or phrase unnecessarily, such as I or this means. At the end of the meeting, I will share how often these were used by each speaker. In addition, as the word of the day counter, I will track how many times the word of the day is used throughout the meeting. Today's word is trivial, which means of little value or importance. Try to use this word during your speech or roles today. It's a great way to enrich our vocabulary. Thank you, and I will look forward to listening closely to everyone. Back to you, GE.
Okay, thank you very much for the explanation from our HNWOD counter, Toastmaster Salsa. So the next row would be timer. It's Toastmaster Zahara. The screen is yours.
Thank you, GE. Good evening, fellow Toastmaster and guests. As a timer, I will time the table topic speaker, formal speeches, and the evaluations. I will also alert each speaker of the time they have left using this green background, this yellow background, and this red background. And I will also alert each speaker of the time they have left so they are aware of their time for speaking, which stands for specific times remaining, and to know that if they are capable for voting or not. For all the speeches tonight, they should be between 5 until 7 minutes. For the individual evaluations, should be between 2 until 3 minutes. For table topic speakers, should be no more than 2 minutes. For table topic evaluators, should be between 5 until 7 minutes. Please note that there is a tolerance of time, which 30 seconds after the maximum time for each session. This means that as long as a speaker finishes within the 30-second window after the red background, their speech will still be considered qualified for voting. And that concludes my explanation of the timing rules. I look forward to supporting all speakers in staying within their time limits. Thank you, and back to you, GE.
Thank you very much, our timer, Toastmaster Zahara. What a brief explanation. Yes, whenever we are doing speech in front of others, yeah, especially in Toastmaster, it's actually there's a time limits. Yeah, that's always I think. I know that I'm at mine here and that I'm Emery. Yeah, is old friends of mine. Yeah, knows very best that I'm a kind of a talkative person, so I really need Toastmasters to limit, yeah, my speaking time. So yeah, I think everybody has their weaknesses, and we learn it from Toastmaster to become better. Thank you very much. So for the next role, I think it's ballot counter. Yeah, the job is to be in detail because you're going to vote everybody's voices. Yeah, for the best speaker and the best table topic speaker and evaluator. Please welcome Toastmaster Deborah.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, G. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. As a bell counter, every time a session ended, which means when the table topic session ended, when all prepared speaker has delivered their speeches, and when all evaluators has evaluated their respective speakers, I will send a link in the Zoom chat for all participants to vote for your best speakers. At the end of the meeting, I will count all votes you've cast and will announce the result at the end of the meeting. Thank you, and back to GE.
Okay, thank you very much, Toastmaster Deborah. Well, I think that's already all. Yeah. So I'm giving the control back to Toastmaster of the meeting. Toastmaster February, right? Okay. Screen is yours. Thank you.
Right, thank you, our GE and her team. All right, everyone. Now we will move to our first session, which is prepared speech session. In this session, we will have 3 speakers. And for the first speaker will be Toastmaster Elvira, who will be evaluated by DTM Harlina. So I would like to invite DTM Harlina to explain this detail of Toastmaster Elvira's speech.
Okay, thank you so
Please,
much,
DTM Harlina.
Toastmaster of the
Okay.
meeting. Yes, I will be evaluating Toastmaster Elvira on her second speech, writing a speech with purpose, a very important speech because how every speech has a message. Every speech carries a message, and we will only remember the message very well when the rest of the speech supports that message. And that is what I'm going to pay attention to. Time given is 5 to 7 minutes, and the title is Metro. Please welcome Toastmaster Elvira.
Okay, thank you, Harlina. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmaster. Today, I would like to take on your fascinating about journey beneath the street of Russia to a world of art, engineering, knows as the Russian metro, especially the metro station. When people think about Russia, they often imagine snow, cathedral, or the Red Square. But beneath the surface layers one of the most important achievements of modern civilization. The underground metro, which has become both the heart to transportation and a symbol of national pride. The story of metro station began in the early 1930 years. Moscow was growing fast and the streets were crowded with trains, buses, and cars. The Soviet government wanted to create something that would solve this problem and show the world the power of socialism. And in 1935, the first line of the metro station opened with only 13 stations. But even then, that was magnification. The designers want to build a palace of people, not just a subway. Each station was decorated and Cinderella's, symbol of pride and progress. When you enter in the station metro, you feel like you are walking in a museum or palace. Some of the most beautiful stations include Komsomolskaya, Mayakovskaya, and Kievskaya. Each one unique stories and artistic design. The stations were built to inspire people, to make them proud of their country, even during hard time. During World War II, the metro station became more than just transportation. It's become a shelter. Thousands of citizens live underground to escape the booming. The station even turned into hospitals and classrooms. Even in war, the metro station keep running, showing the strength, unity, and resilience of the Russian people. After the war, metro expanded rapidly. It was not longer just in Moscow. Other cities like St. Petersburg and Kazan built their own system. Today, the Moscow metro has more than 250 stations and serve over 7 million passengers every day or daily, making it one of the busiest in the world. Trains come over every 90 seconds and system run efficiently even during freezing winters. Each era or Russian history can be seen in the metro design. Stations from the Stalin era and grand and luxurious later ones are simple, reflecting economic change, and modern stations are sleek and digital. Trust the metro is like a living museum that tells the story of Russia itself. Today, station metro is one of the most advanced in the world. It has free Wi-Fi, contactless payment, and even driverless trains. Now, stations are built with glass, art lighting, and accessibility for the people. It shows the Russia continues to combine tradition and innovation. For the tourist, the metro station is a must-see attraction. Guided tourists each visitors about the meaning behind the art and architecture. For the Russian people, it's more than transportation. It's part of their nationality identity. It connects millions of lives every day beneath the rhythm of the city. The conclusion, the metro station in Russia, especially Moscow Metro, is not just an underground system. It's a symbol of beauty, history, and pride. It reflects the nation's journey from the past to the future, from the Soviet dream to modern innovation. So, if you want to ever visit Russia, don't just walk on the street. You go underground and discover the true heart in the city. Thank you very much. Back to you, Tom.
Wow, thank you so much, Toastmaster Elvira. That's a really wonderful speech talking about metro from Russia. Well, everyone, that's all from Toastmaster Elvira. Now, let's move on to our next speaker. Our next speaker will be Toastmaster Maulidia, who will be evaluated by Toastmaster Titin.
The timer is apa nah? Mata, can you explain your role?
Thank you.
Okay.
Hi. Thank you. Thank you. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. It is my honor and joy to be our second speaker, Toastmaster Maldidia's evaluator today. Now we are about to listen to her speech from her presentation, Mastery Path Level 2, Project 2, Understanding Your Leadership Style. The purpose of this project is for the member to identify their primary leadership styles. The duration of this speech is 5 to 7 minutes. Please join me to welcome Toastmaster Maulidia, Beyond the Boss. Beyond the Boss, Toastmaster Maulidia.
Okay. Am I audible and visible? Okay. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. According to my speech title today, Beyond the Boss. When you heard the word boss, what things that comes to your mind, guys? Maybe the first things that comes should be a person who always give you orders and also controls you. Now, how if I change the word with leader? What things that comes to your mind, guys? In my mind, a leader is someone who can inspire me, who always coaching me, and who sets a vision. A leader usually serves the team rather than being served by it. Did you guys notice what the difference is between boss and leader? The differences between boss and leader essentially, boss is about control and a leader is about connection. I've been work for almost 10 years in different place and also different sector. 1 year I changed my life as an employee from a student. I joined in governance institutions. I met a madam as a head office. For the first year I joined that office, everything goes well until I found a value that doesn't match with my own value. One day I reject her order one time. But since that day, she become annoying boss. She always try to find my mistakes because as a document controller, I have a responsibility to manage some documents. There was a time when my boss blamed me in front of people from other office during a quality management audit. Like, gimana sih, Lydia, gak bisa apa kerja? Gimana sih kok dokumennya bisa nggak ada? Actually, the document is already in front of her. Just because she doesn't know the document content, like what is the content of the document that she wants to show the auditor, she just mad at me at the time. Like, what? But as a anak bawang or as a staff, I just smiling like, okay, this one, madam, the document that you have to show to the auditor. And secondly, she always reject or she doesn't give me her permissions for me to join a trainee program to upgrade my soft skill. Like I only should doing my job routinity. Then I feel so stagnant. Until 2 years I've been work at there. I remember a week before I give a resignation letter to her, she asked me like, Lydia, kamu nggak coba lamar kerja ke UI? Kan dia lagi buka. When she asked me like that, I feel like she wants to kick me out from the office. But actually, I've been applied and also passed the first test. Even though I knew that I will leave the office as soon as possible, when I heard she said like that, I feel hurt so much. So I go to the mosque, take wudu, and pray for my peace. After I pray, I just called by HR of FKM UI. The HR staff said that I've successfully passed the second stage of the test and was declared I've been accepted as an employee. A day after resignations day, I moved into a new office. Yeah, my workplace now at UI. I found a man with name Fikri Wijaya. He is my leader. I think he was a great leader. I was so grateful for choosing as his staff since 2018 because she always said please to ask me doing some job and always say thank you when the job has been done by me, and he always support me in every decisions that I make. It is a huge behavior for trivial other self-development for me. Through both of two working experiences, I saw different leadership style. So I always look up to my second leader at UI. Thank you. Back to you, Tom.
Wow, thank you so much, Toastmaster Maulidia, for sharing your experience about your boss, your first job and the second one. Okay, everyone, now let's move to our last prepared speaker. Our third speaker will be Toastmaster Reza, who will be evaluated by DTM Yusuf Chandra. For DTM Yusuf Chandra, the screen is yours.
Thank you very much, Tom. Well, ladies and gentlemen, tonight I'll be evaluating Toastmaster Reza. He is going to take the Understanding Your Leadership Style Presentation Mastery Level 1, Project 2. The purpose of his speech will be to identify his leadership style. Toastmaster Reza, getting to know my leadership style. Getting to know my leadership style, Toastmaster Reza. Time will be 5 to 7 minutes. The stage is all yours.
Am I audible and visible? Yes or
Yes,
no?
you are.
Thank you. Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Yusuf, for your warm and welcoming remark. Leadership is not about being in charge. Leadership is about taking care of someone in your charge. When I heard that quote, I thought I want to be a leader like that. Every time I heard the word leader, my mind always thinking of someone who stands at the top level of organizational trees, someone who take a command or take an order, and someone who make a big decision. But the true leadership is not about the position, it's about the mindset. It's not always about control, it's about making a connection. To begin to understand the leader, first we need to understand ourselves, and then we understand the others, and we can build a connection. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and welcoming guests. My assessment of what type of leadership style I have according to the Toastmaster course is primarily evaluative, and second is altruistic, if I'm not mistaken, and close to altruistic is democratic. So what does that mean to me? That means my leadership style is value, harmony, relationship. My leadership style helps people to succeed, and my leadership style is listening and discussing together to make a decision together. Or maybe, in other words, I don't want to be blamed by myself. I want to ask everyone to also getting blamed. I'm just joking. Okay, I also score in other leadership style. So that means I can also adapt to another leadership style as long as it needed. How these three most prominent leadership style take place in my life. In my workplace, I see that the leadership is like a teamwork. I always communicate with my colleagues whenever possible. When I have a when we have a project to be solved by our boss, the first time I do is to create my own idea, and then I propose the idea not to my boss but to my colleague and I ask them, what is your idea, or can you challenge my idea? And then after that we sit together, we talk about the solution, we talk about the idea, which idea comes better. And at the end of the discussion, my friend's idea took better position. Then we all agree to give the command to my friends to lead and to take the ownership. That's how my leadership works in my workplace. How about in my family, at my home, with my wife or with my kids? How does this leadership plays? With my kids and with my wife, we discussing anything from the most difficult one to the easiest one, like the one that I want to share to you. When we discussing which road we would take when we are going to go to the new mall. One day I want to go to a new place. It's a new mall that we had never been there before. And there are only two roads to take. The first road is the shortest one. It took time for about 40 minutes, but it's heavily congested. The second road is still a longer road. It took us 45 minutes, but no congestion at all. As I hate to be stuck in a traffic, I like to take the second option. But my wife like to go faster. So what should I do? We discuss everything. We put everything into consideration, like what time is remain before our praying time over when we arrive at the mall, or our kids had just fallen asleep. How about we buy some time to make them sleep longer so they can be fresh when we arrive at the mall? And the result came that we were going to take the second road. That's how my leadership works in my family. Fellow Toastmasters and welcoming guests, to me, leadership it's more than a position. Leadership is a mindset. An affiliate leader build relationship. An altruistic leader give. A democratic leader listen. All those three styles create new style that focus on care, not control. And I want to be that type of leader, a leader who listen, a leader who cares, a leader who help people to shine. Back to Toastmaster of the meeting. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Reza, for sharing your leadership style. So everyone, that's all about prepared speech session. Now I would like to call our timer to give the timer's report. Toastmaster Zahra, are you ready for timer's report?
Yes, I'm ready. Thank you, Toastmaster of the meeting. According to the timer requirements for this speaker session, TM Elvira is is 7 minutes and 20 seconds. TM Lydia is 7 minutes and 15 seconds. And TM Reza is 6 minutes and 31 seconds. According to our rules, all the speakers are eligible for voting. Thank you. Back to
All right, thank you, Toastmaster Zara. So for the ballot counter, please prepare your link. Okay. So everyone, don't forget to give your vote to the best prepared speaker. All right, let's move to our next session, which is table topic session. In this session, will be led by Toastmaster Arif as as table topic master. Toastmaster Arif, are you ready?
Okay, ready.
Okay, screen is yours.
Just a second. Sorry, my screen is not yet, yeah.
Yes, it's already visible.
Already. Okay. Good evening, fellow Toastmaster and guests. Today I'm going to present that my role as a table topic master. The theme for this table topic master is for today is highlighting your potential. And the word of day is trivial, which is an adjective word meaning is not important. And how to play the table topic today is number one, the table topic master will pick a speaker, and the second, you will get a surprise question to answer. Think for a few seconds, maximum 30 seconds, then you can start speaking. And then try to speak for 1 to 2 minutes. And then everyone cheer for the speaker, not judging or just support. You could speak from your heart and use your imagination. Time allocation for the table topic is number one, green light. The sign will show after 1 minute, meaning that you are on track. And the second is yellow light, meaning it's time to wrap up. And the red light is 2 minutes, meaning that to finish strong. And there are 4 questions available. Does anyone to volunteer? Anyone who want to?
Okay, I will volunteer.
Right. Okay. DTM Yusuf,
Yes.
could you please one question you want?
Question number 4, please.
Number 4. Okay, I will Read the question. Question number 4. GTM Yusuf. Everything is important. Always begin from something trivial. What is your understanding of the above quote? GTM Yusuf.
Everything important is always begins from something trivial. Yes, I do find this thing true because I experience in my life. When I was at college and I found that I wanted to go abroad, this is something important to change my life in the future. And I did find some trivial things. It is that easy to find the things, to find a scholarship? No, I have to work really hard. Tried it not only once, twice, or 3 times. I tried it for 5 times. And at last, I could get the scholarship abroad. It was a very hard thing to do. But as long as I keep working and trying hard, never surrender. When I failed, I told myself, try again, do it much better. Try to find out why did you fail. And I tried again the second time. Again, I failed. But then I said to myself, fine, I will try again next time. So ladies and gentlemen, to get something important, we always had to face with the trivial things to do. Don't worry. No one is successful right away. They always find the way to get it in a different ways. Look at Thomas Edison. How many times did he fail before he found the lamps? Or Kentucky Fried Chicken. He is successful when he was 90 years old. So don't worry, do it, trying to do it best. Back to you. Thank you.
Okay. According to the term Yusuf, we must begin with something trivial to achieve our dream. If you should go then by working hard. Okay, the next. Okay, the next question. Anyone to volunteer? Anyone guest speaker who want to volunteer? Guest Adika? Hello? Guest Adika want to speak or anyone? Or I will choose one of the meeting guests. Toastmaster Titin, you want to volunteer? What did she didn't have? Toastmaster Febimna, you choose one or you want to speak? Febriani, Toastmaster Febriani.
Okay, I will try.
Okay. You can choose for question.
I will try question 1.
Okay, yes. 1. Question number 1. Believe in your infinite potential. Your only limitation are those you set upon yourself. From your viewpoint, what does the sentences mean? Taskmaster Febriani.
Okay. Believe in your infinite potential. Your only limitations are those you assume yourself you have a limit. Well, I have an experience. Actually, I am a pessimistic person that I always see something in the worst case. So every time I want to try something, it feels like, well, I cannot do it because I think I'm not good enough, something like that. And then one day, I tried to be nothing to lose at anything. I remember when it was, I think, the beginning of this year when I tried to join the first time in speech contest. And yeah, I didn't really know, but I can get the first position in the area and in the club contest, and also the second position in area contest. And from that one, I believe in myself more. If I believe in myself, in my potential, well, maybe I can grow better. I can even unlock my hidden abilities. So the one that can limit us is just our mind. So yeah, belief in infinite potential is really helpful to grow ourselves better. That's all from me. Back to you.
Thank you, Taskmaster Febriani. She said that our mind is set up for ourselves to be limited, but we can achieve beyond our limited mind. Thank you, Taskmaster Febriani. And then anyone to volunteer? Toastmaster Mufid?
Hi, sure.
Okay. Choose the one.
What questions left?
Oh, I'm sorry, I forget. Two question, but I forget the number. You try to choose it. One
Okay, I
question.
will try number one.
Number one, okay. Oh, number one is already chosen by.
Okay, then number two.
So, okay. Okay, I will read it. Question number two. It is exactly in talk time when we discover our full potential. According to your way of thinking, what does the above statement convey? Does Master Mufid?
Sure. I think it has been multiple times for me myself. I find in a very stressful situation and in a very uncomfortable situation, and it is really tough. And however, I believe that all uncomfortable things will lead to our better self. So if we are living in 100% comfort, we will not grow. because if we are in our comfort zone, it is pretty common that it is well understood that if we are living in comfort zone, we will never grow. But if we are living in 100% stressful situation, it means there is something wrong with our process. It means there is something wrong with our decision. So 100% stressful all the time is not desirable as well. And that's why I believe we need a little bit of tough situation, maybe not 100%, maybe just 10% or 20% of our time is good to make sure that we are always growing and always living our potential. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster Arif.
Thank you, Thomas Mufid. According to his, the talk time is something we can learn so we can grow for better. Next. Anyone want to try? Does Master Yazlin want to try?
Sorry. If I may ask, please, correct me if I'm wrong. I
okay.
think the table topic evaluator
Oh, I'm
is
sorry.
trying
Okay,
to
okay.
evaluate all the table topics. So maybe you can try to choose another. Thank you, TTM Arif.
Okay, I will try the question.
Okay, Toastmaster Emily. There's only one left question. It is number 4. So I will read to you, TTM Emily. Question number 4. Everything important always begins from something trivial. What is your understanding of the above quote? Toastmaster Emily.
Everything important always begins from something trivial. I agree with this quote. Why? Because the big things comes from the little ones. So don't underestimate on everything we do, even though others think that it's not important. I believe if we are resistant and we are diligent in doing that, something bigger will happen in our lives. Like, for example, I, have a daughter. Sometimes I try to give like simple attention to my daughter. My daughter thought that, it's a little bit, crying for her. But I know that deep down in her heart, she likes that. For like a simple statement, I adore you, Deborah. You have a lot of talents that God has given to you. So sometimes I make a joke. If I have a wonderful voice like you, a bright brain like you, maybe I will we call it petantang petenteng. But my daughter is, for me, she is really humble. At the beginning, she doesn't like to hear that, but later on, now it seems boost her confidence because my daughter looks like living with no ambitions. just, experience the life, flow like a water. But when I say that little things and I say it often, it seems she gained her confidence more, and uh, it seems that she wants to achieve more. So that's why I agree with that quote. Thank you.
Thank you, DTM Emry. So that is the last speak for table topic. Thank you for the participant, and back to you, Tom, Toastmaster Febriani.
All right, thank you, Toastmaster Arif, for leading the table topic session. What a wonderful questions for us. Thank you. Now I would like to call timer, Toastmaster Zahra, about the timers report.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the meeting. According to our rules for this table topic session, DTM Yusuf is delivered his speech in 2 minutes and 10 seconds. TM Febreni is deliver her speech in 1 minute and 59 seconds. TM Mufid is deliver his speech in 1 minute 43 seconds. And the last one is DTM Emery is deliver her speech in 2 minutes and 26 seconds. According to our rules, or all the table topic speaker are eligible for voting. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Zahara. And okay, the link for table topic speaker is already in chat box. So everyone, please vote for the best table topic speaker. All right, now before we move to the evaluation session, I think we will take a picture first. Okay. Wait,
Okay, I will be the one who take the picture.
okay.
Okay. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Okay, once more. 3, 2, 1. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Deborah, for taking our pictures. Now let's move on to our last session, which is evaluation sessions. And for this session, I would like to call Toastmaster Christine to lead this session. So for Toastmaster Christine, are you ready?
Hi, hello. Yeah, I'm ready to Toastmaster February. Thank you.
Okay, the screen is yours.
Okay. Hello, fellow Toastmasters. So, yay. Yeah, we're slightly on time, I think. Yeah, so it's time for me to be general evaluator. Yeah, so I'm gonna call the reports from each of the evaluator today. We have 3 evaluators today for each of the speaker. So remember, the time for you is 2 to 3 minutes. Yeah. So the timer, please be ready. And I'm gonna call the first evaluator for the speaker Maulidia, Toastmaster Maulidia. It's the evaluator is gonna be Toastmaster Titi from Surabaya, Toastmaster. What? Time is yours, Toastmaster Titi.
Thank you very much, GE, Toastmaster Christy.
Yes?
Do you want?
Sorry?
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Toastmaster Maulidia, your speech is a delight to listen to. It is just like a cup of black coffee, which is fearless, rich in substance, and also brimming with strength. It already has the courageous aroma that wakes us up and make us pay attention. And if I may analogize your speech as my favorite cup of warm coffee, there are two things that make my coffee warm and enjoyable. The first one is that you started your speech with a thought-provoking questions, which relates so much to each of us about a boss and also a leader. And thank you for sharing your personal experience with us. Thank you for being vulnerable with us, and your speech is also very enjoyable to listen to. And as how I usually enjoy my coffee, I would like to add 2 spoonfuls of sugar, which is translated into my 2 humble suggestions. The first one is about the vocal variety. You may want to explore more about vocal variety. What I usually do is by feeling or putting emotions in the speech first so that that emotion will be reflected in the vocal variety in the speech, and also by varying the loudness, the volume of the voice, the loudness, and then even a whisper, and also the pace of the speech, fast and slow. And you may also want to try a dialogue or a conversation between two people, let's say a male and a female, so that the vocal variety can be different. And the second one is I would like to suggest you to have one statement, key takeaway message that is formulated in one statement so that the audience will be able to remember your speech for a longer period of time because of the statement or the quote that you have formulated, and you may want to repeat this statement perhaps 2 or 3 times in your speech so that we remember your wonderful message in your speech. Congratulations, Toastmaster Malidia, for completing your level 2, project 2, and keep us inspired with your stories by providing a cup of warm coffee complete with the sugar. And I wish you the very best of luck for your uh, speeches that you will deliver in the near future. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Toastmaster Titin. Wow, what a wonderful evaluation speech. Yeah, at a cup of coffee to the evaluation session. Okay, so I think I continue to the next evaluator. It's DTM Yusuf, right, from Maranatha Toastmaster Club Bandung. It's gonna be to evaluate Toastmaster Reza. Presentation mastery is understanding your leadership style. 2 to 3 minutes, the time is yours, DTM Yusuf.
Thank you very much. Wow, what a great informative speech we have received. We have just heard from Toastmaster Reza. Congratulations, Toastmaster Reza. You are talking about your leadership style. I noticed there are 2 wow things from your speech. Number one is a very well drafted, structured speech. With the opening, you tell us that leadership is about making connection. Then you move on into the body of your speech, talking about your own leadership style, both at work and at home. It is a fantastic speech. And you conclude it with something you said, conclusion is a mindset. The second wow thing I like is your delivery. The vocal, your vocal is clear and using simple words, easy to understand. With the vocal variety, I noticed that you use vocal variety. You raise up your voice when you said, what type of leadership style? And you move down when you said, if I'm not mistaken. The speed is also right. Not too much, not too slow. And I see the body language. You use your hand gesture and eye contact. Also, you are standing. It was fantastic. Toastmaster Reza, there's something to improve. From the content side, if you would like to talk about the body of your speech, would you like to mention right in the beginning? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to talk about two kinds of leadership. One, at work, and second, at home. Then you continue with that. Number two, you are standing. Yes, it's good. You are standing. Let me show you. But you are only saying here, you are not moving your body. For example, when you are talking about at work, you move to this side. Then at home, you move to the other side. It will give you a better picture of yourself. And number two, pose. If you can pose, when you said how this tree takes place. My wife likes to go faster. All in all, it was a good speech, well-structured speech, vocal variety, speed, body language, and eye contact. And something to be improved, mention before you start. Then move, and number three, pose. All in all, it was a great speech. I hope I can listen to your other speech next time. Back to Toastmaster General Evaluator.
Yeah, thank you very much, Data and Yusuf Chandra. Well, to evaluate Toastmaster Reza being a speaker today. Okay, well, everyone, the last evaluator is going to be DTM Harlina. It's going to evaluate Toastmaster Elvira. The speech level is Metro, Presentation Mastery, Writing a Speech with a Purpose, to 3 minutes, timer, and DTM Harlina, the screen is yours.
Thank you very much, General Evaluator. Yes, indeed. I think the purpose of her speech is to convince people who are visiting Russian cities not just to stay upstairs, but also go underground. That is what she made clearly in the end of her speech. It was a call for action. I think most of her speech also supported this message because it explains why it is interesting to visit the metro. And she did the body of the speech in a chronological order. First, the birth of the metro. Second, the World War function. Third is the expansion. And fourth is the sophistication. So I think the chronological order is already very clear, but I think she could have said, oh yeah, according to me, there are at least 4 stages in the development of the metro. First is this, second is that, third is this, and fourth is that. It would be easier for me at least to follow. And this is all very interesting information. And I was wondering why she was so interested in this metro thing. And then when I texted her, it turns out that Elvira has lived 9 years in Russia. 9 years. Whoa. That is very important information, according to me. And that is information that she should have included in the speech. Also, the source of information, where she got the information from. So she got the information from the official website of the Russian metro. So she should have mentioned it in the beginning somewhere. If I were her, there were 4 stages in which she mentioned about the development of the metro. And I would mention, if I were her, I would mention in the 4th stage, for sophistication, her personal experience with the metro. So she said, oh, the metro is now so sophisticated. When I was using it, I noticed that it was so easy to open the doors because I just had to tap or something. And I noticed that people in wheelchair, they have much better access because of the elevators and the platforms or something like that. So she should, I think for the first day, she should have from her own experience. It makes it even stronger and even more credible. Also, the way how she started the speech, she started the speech by saying, I'm going to take you to the metro. And then she said after that, yes, if you think about Russia, you think about this and this and this and this. If I were her, I would start with that first. If you think of Russia, you think about palaces, you think about this and that. It's a nice way to start with a kind of a common ground. And then after that, then it's better to say, I'm going to take you today to the metro. See? So please, catch your attention first, and then you tell us, audience, what you're going to talk about. So all in all, it was a very interesting speech. I learned something new, and just rearrange a little bit, and just if it is your experience, just mention it. It makes it all even more interesting. It makes an interesting speech even more interesting. Thank you very much. And back to you, General Elevator.
Okay, thank you very much, DTM Harlina. Wow, what an insightful feedback. Now, hopefully, not only Toastmaster Elvira that learned, from the insightful comments and feedbacks from DTM Harlina, but all of us in US Toastmasters, journey, as my background begins from a single step to 1,000 smiles. Okay, yeah. So everyone, the last is actually we have table topic evaluator, everyone, for today's meeting. So according to the agenda, the timing slot would be 5 to 6 minutes, if I'm not mistaken, right? Timer. Okay, 5 to 6 minutes. So I welcome to Master Yazlin to prepare your report on the table topic evaluation. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Toastmaster Christy as our GE. I'm Yazlin Nurhalizan. I'm going to be the table topic evaluator for today's meeting, and we have had the 4th speakers for table topic session, and every of them has delivered such a wonderful and mesmerizing stories with the every table topic question, and they nailed every questions. So by that, I would like to give the report for every speakers. First is distinguished Toastmaster Yusuf as the first speaker, which the questions about every important things begins with something trivial. This is what I like the most from DTM Yusuf, because he's really apply the techniques of table topics, which is PREP, which is point, reason, example, and point. And I love the way he start to deliver, the way he agree to that statement and then connect with his own story about how he wants to pursue his scholarship. And I also love the way he tried to ignite the audience with such a good question, like, do you think to get the scholarship easy, everyone? No, he was it really give the enliven the topics and enliven the story and how you try to interact with audience. And I love the way you sum up with the call to action about don't be try so hard to do everything, because some things begin with trivial and so on. But one thing's for me, my humble suggestions to improve your next speech, which I believe you can try. I believe the speech could be more amazing if you try to tell us specifically more about how you pursue your scholarship, because we want to get to know more about how exactly you want to pursue your scholarship at that moment, and so on. So that's what I love from DTM Yusuf. Congratulations, DTM Yusuf. I really enjoy the speech. And the second is Toastmaster Febriani, which the question is believe in your infinite potential. Your only limitation are those you set up on yourself. I love the way she just straightforward to connect with story, just straightforward to the question, and she tried to connect with the story, with her own story about she, she feels that she cannot do anything and so on. She just think about the worst case and so on, and how she tried to gain her confidence by just trying to go to the speech contest. And I love the way she sum up with the speech with what she's learned about the big decision, which is go to the speech contest. And the good point is your only limitation is only about your mindset. That's cool, Toastmaster Fabriani, and keep up the good work. And the third is Toastmaster Mufid. Toastmaster Mufid, with the question, it is exactly in tough time when we discover our full potential. One thing that I love the most from Toastmaster Mufid's speech was he really mastered the point of how the tough situation can lead us to some self-growth and so on. And he also tried to give the specific number, yeah, about how many person that tough can actually lead us to the self-growth, not in a very stressful situation and so on. And he even gave the difference between enjoying self in the comfort zone and tough or stressful zone. And I believe the speech can be more amazing is try to improving on the personal story. Maybe you can try to put your personal story. Let's say, for example, the story can start like this. It reminds me when I used to work in this office. The boss always loved the way I work and didn't even complain to everything I did. So that's why I feel happy. But deep in my heart, I felt nothing improved and can't be appreciated. Then I decided to go to the other office. But once I joined, the boss always seek for my fault. How much I tried, he didn't want to seek for that, and until I decided to work overtime. So that story reminds me that something that tough situation cannot always make us improve. But comfort zone, it is also not making us self-growth, right? So everyone, try to make sure that the top is only 10% and so on. And you can try to use the numbering like that and so on, the data or so on. But and you can try to sum up with the good call to action. But the most important thing, everyone, is that to make sure that to get a place where your work and your dedication is appreciated. And I think that could be the good part of the good kind of table topics for this kind of question. But Toastmaster Mupit, I love your personal story, but things to improve, I believe you can put your personal story on that, on your table topic speech. And good job, TM Mufid. And then the fourth is DTM Embriati, which the same question with DTM Yusuf, I guess, which is every important thing because it's something trivial. I love DTM Embriati also master the point about how everything always start because with something trivial, and she also tried to put her own personal story and the dialogue with her own daughter and so on. But I believe the things to improve to enliven the story of your table topic speech was start to sum up with what you've learned after the dialogue with your own daughter and try to put a call to action on the story. So everyone, I want to also encourage everyone. The personal story is something that can enlive up our speech so everyone can feel connected with us. That's all for me. Let's conclude my table topic evaluation. Everyone is doing a good job and can't wait to see you on the next speech or next performance. Thank you, everyone, and back to you, Toastmasters of the meeting.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much, everyone. I thank you, thank you very much for Toastmaster Yaslin. All right. It's suddenly there's a button in front of me, so I was like, okay, what is that? Thank you. Yes, that's what's very interesting, I think, in Toastmaster. It's not only the speaker that we're evaluating, but it's also the topic session. Yeah, so yeah, everyone is really, have some fruitful result from Toastmaster, right? Okay, so after this, I'm gonna ask the timer. Yes, the timer. Are all the evaluators managed to on time?
Thank you, GE. This is the timing report for evaluation session. TM is deliver her speech in 3 minutes and 36 seconds. DTM Yusuf is deliver his speech in 3 minutes 5 seconds. TM Yazlin is deliver her speech in 7 minutes and 5 seconds. And last is DTM Harlina is deliver her speech in 3 minutes and 37 seconds. So all the evaluator is eligible for voting except DTM Harlina. Thank you.
Okay, that's okay. Yes. And I think for the ballot counter, are you ready to put the link on the chat so everybody can cast a vote? Cast vote. Okay. Now everyone, it's time for you to cast a vote for the best evaluator for today's meeting. Okay. Now it's time for me to call due to the time constraint. I need to be really quick. So for the grammarian report, please, the screen is yours. Sorry, I'm gonna need the grammarian. Hit better. Hang on.
Okay.
Okay, hit. Okay, sorry. May you please come? Okay. Please, the screen is yours. Toastmaster Lisa. Okay, it's been a while. Okay, time is yours.
Okay, I will share my report. Here it is. The first one, I hear someone say, I've been work for almost 10 years. I think the correct one is I've been working for almost 10 years because I have been, it means present perfect continuous tense. I think it is start in the past and still happening now. So the structure is subject, have or has, and verb plus ing. So I think it's better, it's correct. The correct one is I've been working for almost 10 years. It's mean saya sudah bekerja selama hampir 10 tahun dan masih bekerja hingga saat ini. Then second one is I reject her question one time. I think it's reject her request one time. And then as anak bawang, I think the slang for anak bawang, the youngest one or the newbie one, it can be a take along. Don't be a take along. This game is only for players or treat wheels. I feel like a treat wheels on their date or extra player or it in a more playful tone. You could say the little one who just want to join or the newbie one. And then the day after resignation day, it's correct, but I think it will be better if it changed to the day after my resignations or the day after the resignation day or the day after I resign. And then I hear a good quotes or beautiful phrases from our meeting today. From our speaker, leadership is not positions, leadership is a mindset. And the one that can limit us is our mind. Okay, I think that's all my report. I will give the control back to our Madam GE, Toastmaster Christine.
Okay, thank you very much, Toastmaster Lisa. Wow. Okay. As a grammarian, you did a really nailed job today. Really good, really awesome. It's really detailed. Yeah. So yeah, as we speak English, there's sometimes errors, mistakes that we made, but that's what makes us fruitful. Yeah, to learn from everybody's. Okay. So after this, I think I'm gonna call H and WOD counter Toastmaster Sasa, right? Okay, the time is yours.
Okay. Good evening, fellow Toastmaster and guests. During today's meeting, I observed several lexical and non-lexical filler used by our speaker. Okay, so for top user of lexical filler, the following member use lexical filler most frequently. For example, TM Christie as general evaluator frequently use so and then, right, and I mean. For TM Yaslin as a table topic evaluator, repeatedly used so and then, and TM Lisa as a grammarian often use and then, so and because. And DTM Emriati repeatedly said and then and okay. For top user of non-lexical filler, the following member use non-lexical filler most frequently. For example, TM Mufid as a table topic speaker use and several times. TM Christie as a general evaluator said and Toastmaster of the meeting, TM Febriani used several times, and TM Arif as a table topic master used and And then member who used the word of the day, trivial, special recognition goes to DTM Yusuf and TM Yazlin. DTM Yusuf used trivial twice and TM Yazlin used it once. Okay. Tips to minimize lexical and non-lexical fillers. Number one is pause confidently. Number two, organize your thought. Slow down your pace. Record your practice and also practice table topic speaking. Overall, everyone did a great job today. Each speaker showed confidence and effort in delivering their speech. Thank you for your wonderful participation and energy throughout today's meeting. Thank you. Back to you, GE.
Okay, thank you very much, Toastmaster Sasa and HWOD counter. Wow, yeah. I myself, I have so many fillers. Okay, thank you very much for reminding me. So, well, I think today's meeting, me as a general evaluator, it's time for me to evaluate the whole meeting. We started, I think, on time. Yeah, I heard that back then at 7 p.m. the surgeon at arms, yep, began the meeting like at 7 directly. So thank you very much for being punctual. And I noticed that today's maybe a daytime Embry as a president of UITMC, it's that today's meeting there's no double role takers, I think. Wow, that's amazing. It means that I just love the energy of the TM Embry, yeah. I mean, he's so initiative, yeah, and fully responsible for everyone since today's meeting. Yeah, because she's also the one invited me to BGE. Yeah, I don't know, like maybe how many times that I'm Embry for today. Sorry for my children. So how many times he's actually saying to me in WhatsApp group, I mean, are you available to be here? Are you available to be here? So it's a really a grateful move. Yeah. And I also grateful for today's meeting. So please, okay, because we have full speakers slots. Yeah, we have 3 speakers and amazing evaluators. Thank you very much for your contributions, your dedications. Yeah, it's very may this all hard works, yeah, gonna be fruitful for you someday, and the blessing is gonna be come back to you. Okay, and I also love to see that the table topic session also. Table topic session, how the Taskmaster Arif is really engaging. Yeah, everyone's to join in and participate. Yeah, that's a really good move. Yeah, for you to do that, Toastmaster Arif, and everyone is participating and also being evaluated, right, by Toastmaster Yazlin at the end, right? The table topic evaluation. So it's according to the meeting agenda, it's supposed to be at 8:40. So I'm not gonna be taking so much time. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna call, is it already a wording session? Yeah. Right? For the best speaker, best evaluator, and best table topic speaker for TM Deborah. Is it already?
Yes.
Okay, back to you. So I give control to the ballot counter. Thank you.
Okay, wait. Let me share my screen. Wait. Okay. Okay, so we are at the end of our meeting. Wait, am I audible? Wait. Okay, okay. Okay, so we are at the end of our meeting, so it's my time to announce the Hall of Fame for today's meeting. So the first one is the best prepared speaker. The best prepared speaker for today's meeting is TM Maulidi. Congratulations. The next one is the best table topic speaker. The best table topic speaker for today's meeting is DTM Yusuf Kanchandra. Congratulations. And the last
Thank
one is the
you.
best evaluator. Okay, the best evaluator for today's meeting is also DTM Yusuf Chandra. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Okay. I think that's all from me today. Back to DTM MGAT. Okay, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests, finally we arrive at the end of our meeting. But I'd like to have one comments from our visiting Toastmasters. Maybe Toastmaster Movie from Metropolitan Toastmaster Club. Hi, have I ever met you before? In at America, right?
Yeah, it's in America.
Yes, thank you for joining our meeting. So do you have any comment?
Yeah, this is very great meeting. So I'm really enjoy, especially the table topics, because I am currently learning how to give impromptu speech, and from the evaluation as well. This really helps me, and this is really good feedback for me moving forward. So I really enjoy the meeting. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Move and I'd like to thank you also for distinguished Toastmaster Yusuf. You know that he is always the winner in a speech contest. And also Toastmaster Christy and distinguished Toastmaster Harlina. She used to be a leader in district level, so it is an honor for me to have the senior of Toastmaster joining UI Toastmaster Club meeting. And for all the role takers, thank you so much for also helping the meeting. And we are going to have the next meeting in the first week of November. So it's the 5 November 2025. And the meeting will be hybrid. So once again, thank you so much and see you on our next meeting. You, Melly. Bye. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you, everyone.